Hey guys, welcome to the channel Studios. Today's video topic is the 10 best Guardians of the Galaxy scenes. These scenes are not in order from greatest to least or least to greatest. This is just the 10 best Guardians of the Galaxy scenes. There will be spoilers ahead, so keep that in mind. And I will leave a link in the description below to all these scenes. Okay, let's get started. 10 is the opening scene. Number 10, the opening scene. I really like the opening scene. It starts off with Peter listening to his little track as a kid, and then you see his mom with cancer, and his mom says, "Take my hand," and she's telling him that she's gonna be gone, and then he's crying and he can't leave her, and then all of a sudden she dies, and he runs outside crying after she gave him a present, and then a giant ship comes and takes him into the sky. And then it starts with the Marvel logo. And it's pretty cool to see, so I really like the scene. Yeah. Number 9, the dancing scene. The dancing scene was the scene after the Marvel logo, which was 26 years later. And he's walking through this building, it's all serious with his mask. Then he walks into this place, turns up his mask, it's like this dark abandoned place. He's like, oh, it's all serious. And then all of a sudden he turns on his track and he starts dancing. And he starts dancing. It's really funny. And then it says Guardians of the Galaxy. And it's the best. So, yeah. Number 8, Yondu's arrow. I really liked his arrow. It was really cool how he whistled and then the arrow moves around. And it was really cool how it just shoots, it keeps like shooting different people, and then all of a sudden they all just fall down at once. That was really cool. I really like the arrow scene, and I really like Yondu's arrow. It's very cool. It's very cool. Number 7, the creation of Ronan. The creation of Ronan the Accuser was a very cool scene because he's just sort of laying there, and then we see him come up, and they put this face paint on him, they put his helmet on, they put his clothes on, and then he's given his hammer, and then he smashes a guy with his hammer, and then the blue blood comes down and this forms into this big shape. It's like into this carved out pathway for it to all come through. Why was he smashing a guy? I have no idea, but it was still cool. So, yeah. Number 6, Thanos' first appearance. Now, Thanos' first appearance was very cool to see in this movie. It was cool how his chair was just on one side and then it turns around and he's talking. He's like, "We will honor our agreement, Kree, if you bring me the orb. But come back to me empty-handed, and I will bathe Stallways in your blood," and stuff. And that was really cool to see. And then Ronan's just like, "Oh, okay, I don't want that." And then, yeah, it was cool. And then he goes with Nebula, and that was a cool scene to see. Number 5 is the ship battle. Now, the ship battle in this film was really cool. And when I mean the ship battle, I mean sort of I would say the final space battle, but it's not really in space. It's more just up in the clouds. Either way, it was still really cool. I thought it was kind of cooler not in space, but whatever. I mean, we got other space stuff, so at least that was cool. I like the ships. I like the yellow ships and how they all formed this big shield thing around the ship. That was the big ship that was twisting around with Ronan in it. That was really cool. And then, yeah, I really like this scene. Yeah. Number 4 is opening the orb. Now, I may be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure this is the first time that Infinity Stones are shown. Wait, no. First time Infinity Stones were shown was Captain America, but this may have been the first time they were mentioned. Because there was the blue thing in Captain America, and that was an Infinity Stone. But I believe they weren't actually mentioned as Infinity Stones until Guardians of the Galaxy, where they said it's an Infinity Stone. And then from then on, we were kind of figuring it out, and it was all building up to the Infinity War, as you know. But one thing that I found cool is that the orb opened, and there's purple Infinity Stone just floating there. And then this girl comes in, and "I'm not going to be your slave anymore," and she grabs it, and then she dies. But, yeah, I thought it was really cool to see the Infinity Stone open up. Number 3, take my hand scene. Now Peter touches the Infinity Stone and he's holding it, and he's about to just go. He's about to just vanish. And then Gamora goes, "Take my hand," and then he sees a vision of him in space, and he's crying, and he sees his mom, and she goes, "Take my hand," just like in the beginning scene. And then he goes and he takes her hand, and then Drax comes, and then Rocket comes, and it just takes all four of them to actually survive the stone. And I thought it was a really meaningful lesson about friendship and relationships and stuff. Number 2 is the scene of Groot and Rocket and Gamora and Star-Lord all meet each other. So there's Groot and there's Rocket, and they're trying to capture Star-Lord for money, and then Gamora is trying to capture him for Ronan, and then they all meet Star-Lord and they all get captured, and then there's the jail scene after that. But then that's how they first meet, and that was really cool to see. And the number 1, and I think this is probably my favorite scene in the whole movie. I know I said it's not in order, but this is probably my favorite scene, is Groot's death. Groot's death is really sad. He goes and he forms this big thing around all his friends of his tree bark and stuff, and his tree, he forms a big ball around them, basically, and they'll survive, and then Rocket goes, "But you'll die." And he's like, "We are Groot." And that lesson's a really nice lesson. It's not, we're individuals, we're like family. And then Groot dies, and then it's really sad, and then Rocket is really sad, and then, and then I like this also part when Drax was petting him to comfort him. That was really nice. But it was really sad that Groot just went poof and just died. But he did it in a meaningful way. And Rocket was so sad. He's like, "But you'll die." But he did it to save his friends, and it was really sad. But it was really meaningful. And it was really sad to see how sad Rocket was, and to see we actually got some real emotion behind him. And he's not just an annoying raccoon who shoots guns. He actually has emotion. He actually cares about Groot a lot. He was like his best friend, and then he dies. And I thought this was a really meaningful scene. And I thought I really loved this scene. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. And don't forget to like and share this video with other people. Also, comment down below which scenes are your favorites, which scenes you like, which scenes you don't, how you like Guardians of the Galaxy, and future video ideas. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.